7 2-inch squares that are 2 by 9.5, I think is what the instructions say. Yeah, strips. You stitch them together, and you do 2. You can duplicate the fabrics, but you don't want to make them exactly the same. You could make them exactly the same, but
so you just have a different layout there,
Yeah.
like that gold one.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Just
pretty.
it just doesn't end up hitting in the same place. If you did them all the same, all these would be the same fabric split. So if you're, if you're not too worried about having it not look like it's totally matching up, but this needs to be trimmed. It's not square, but I didn't do that yet. So you stitch those together, and you press them, and then you square it up to like 9.5 inches. And so what happens is you're going to end up with narrower strips at the outside edges of your strip set, this one and this one, because it's the 2 inches times, it finishes at 1.5 inches times 7 is more than 9.5. So it would be I think it's exactly 9.5 if you did 6 strips, but these are narrower, so it
What
works.
size are the little triangles? Is
Those
that a
are 3.5
that's
inch square
been cut?
that you mark, yeah. So
3.5
you cut them, my machine was going haywire there for a while. So you cut them, and when you cut them, if anybody did the braid quilt, you cut them the same way. You have a square, which would have been this one, like that, and you cut them opposite ways, the 2
Diagonally?
ones. One you cut this way, one you cut this direction.
So you want
That
to make
gives
lots
you,
of strips.
yeah. So you end up with that, but that's really important because they'll go together like a square again. If you cut them all the same, that's what you're going to end up with.
Cut them apart and put them back
So
together.
it doesn't develop the leaf kind of thing that you're
Yeah.
looking for. Then you take a 1.5 inch strip. They tell you to cut the width of the fabric, but you don't need all that much. This is about all you need. And you lay this, like I said, my machine got caught up on this second little thing and I didn't catch it. So I had to stitch that again. But then you lay your piece that's going to be, this is actually going to be the left. Did I lay that? I did lay that out. I'm questioning myself here. You lay it out, and what you're going to do is you're going to start at 1/4 inch on the right side and come down, and you're going to stitch that 1/4 inch. So that's what gets you this, the way the stem narrows and gets wider at the bottom. That's what happens. So I will stitch this really quickly.
I will see.
Oh, good. Isn't that wonderful? What did I do? I had another piece. I was looking for the piece.
Right there.
Oh, there's one under the scissors is what I was looking for. It's easier to whack it off. I can do it either way. And then when you fold it out, this is what you end up with. So you're gonna have to you'll press that, and then you'll lay the other piece out. And it will come, is that right? Did I do that right? It doesn't start that way, don't mind me. I just did
Isn't
this,
it right
I just
sides
did this
together?
last night.
Oh.
I can see how it can be confusing.
Do you
It is
lay it against the brown?
Yeah, you lay it against
Okay,
the brown. Yes,
against
you
the
do.
brown.
My brain
Right
just
sides with
wasn't,
the brown.
my brain just wasn't
Yeah.
functioning.
But you line it up
think
with the
that's
one
how-
on the
We
other
can
one.
turn this
the
over. Of
edges.
course, I trimmed that down, so. But that will
Okay.
end up with this.
Oh,
You start
that's how
with
you
the
get
top.
that point. I was
Yeah,
gonna say, should you
yeah.
move this one out, not quite 1/4 inch, but
No,
these
no,
are just
that's what gets you that
snowballs.
point.
okay, got it.
So
That makes sense.
eventually I'll get it right.
Yeah.
It's just confusing. You just have to
Yeah,
take some
think it-
time and
Get through.
think about it. But the instructions on
The link.
the tape tell you to lay the left piece out, starting at the corner and coming down. So
Okay.
that's how you do that. So. And then you can lay this one this way. And so you'll cross this, which you can see there. I'm sorry.
If you have to take it, that's okay.
Can I call you back?
You gonna edit?
No, I'm at the depot doing a demo. I'll give you a call back in a few minutes. Okay, bye-bye. It's a friend of mine.
I know how to do the ends. It's the middle.
I have a feeling that I'll run out of bobbin thread right about
Yeah,
an inch from the end.
Just make sure
We're
we
not gonna worry about it.
I have my own YouTube
Yep, I did.
channel, just for the guild, and then so I can turn it into a YouTube.
All right,
It's
well,
easier
I'm
for
not
people
gonna
to click on.
fuss with it right now.
Oh, you just ran out of bobbin?
Yes, I figured I
Of
would.
course, of course. You know, it's right
Okay,
towards the
so
end.
there, we know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And so that's how that'll end up. So you
That'll-
end up,
Yeah.
and they won't all end up looking the
And then
same,
you
just
just
depends on how
snowball
they.
this,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, you just put
So
those
you
on the
would,
corners.
she's marked it, so you
Yep,
would put
mark
that
it,
on
you lay it
there,
on there,
and sew on the
and
line,
you stitch on that line.
and then you would,
Same thing over
you can
here.
stitch over and cut that, and then you
And
have
she
a
gives
nice
you all of the
scrap.
measurements. These are 3.5 inch
Half square
squares.
triangle scrap. Yeah.
So,
So if you sew
that's-
down quarter inch,
right on the line.
a quarter
Right
inch
on the
on this
line.
side.
On the line.
on
Well,
the line.
On the line.
Okay,
yeah.
so on the line,
could
but
do
then
a
go
half
around
inch
it.
here
If you
and
wanted
then
to
cut.
keep that,
If you wanna
wanted
save
to
that
keep a
part.
little
Yeah,
piece, you
yeah,
can.
yeah.
But if
I
you're
wasn't
not
saying it
really
right,
too
but-
terribly concerned, it's probably not going to be a very pretty half square.
Oh, but it is,
But it-
Melanie.
Talking to the queen of 1 inch scrap.
Scrap